Hola amigos, hoy les voy a mostrar algo muy especial. Encontré este viejo camión mezclador abandonado por más de 12 años en las montañas.
Cuando lo encontré no podía creer que estuviera aquí todo este tiempo. Vamos a restaurarlo juntos.
Nestled deep within this rugged terrain, a forgotten path winds through the wilderness.
The relentless march of nature is nowhere more evident than in these ancient stones. Moss, ferns, the oxidation patterns spread inward from the edges, revealing the bare metal beneath the flaking protective coating.
It's a stark reminder of how temporary our creations truly are when faced with the persistence of the wild. Slowly, relentlessly, the organic reclaims the mechanical, a testament to nature's profound resilience. Hidden deep within the overgrown wilderness, the skeletal remains of what was once a mighty machine now succumb to the relentless march of nature. The wild vines form an organic prison around the vehicle. The contrast between the vibrant green and the oxidized yellow paint. The original yellow paint is barely visible now, hidden beneath years of grime and biological growth.
As you can see in this macro shot, the dust settles according to gravity, building up in the recessed lines over many seasons.
This extreme close-up reveals the sheer extent of the deterioration. The chrome is long gone, replaced by this aggressive orange decay.
Decades of abandonment etched into the rubber. The sidewall, cracked and brittle, tells a story of stillness and decay.
Look closely at the intricate patterns. These aren't just cracks. They are a timeline of environmental exposure.
Hidden within the decay of this abandoned vehicle, a complex and thriving ecosystem has taken hold. The discovery of these fragile eggshells offered a poignant reminder that this old truck was once home to a vibrant new life.
A testament to nature's patient reclamation. Here, mechanical decay gives way to unexpected.
The relentless march of nature slowly reclaims this once powerful machine. Years of neglect allowed this nest to completely seal the engine's voice, a testament to the passage of time.
The drum's exterior tells a story of severe neglect. The original yellow paint is barely visible beneath the...
Years of environmental exposure have turned this sealed unit into a terrarium, with debris and moisture obscuring the reflector entirely. The leather, once dark, has succumbed to the relentless sun, fading to a brittle gray-brown. These deep fractures tell a story of neglect. Where the sun bleached the plastic, the dust offered protection, preserving the past beneath layers of time. The lever is completely seized. Years of neglect and exposure to moisture have rendered the transmission entirely inoperable. The rust has completely seized the cap to the filler neck. Years of exposure have turned this into a significant hurdle for the restoration team. This abandoned mixer is a study in deterioration. The brake lines are heavily oxidized.
The battery is completely discharged and heavily corroded. White crystalline buildup covers the terminals and...
Over time, the mechanical gives way to the organic. This engine bay,
with over 90% of the airflow capability reduced, this represents a critical failure of the cooling system.
Years of neglect have turned the lubricants into a thick, congealed sludge. Every fluid system shows signs of severe contamination and moisture damage. In the quiet embrace of the wilderness, even the mightiest machines eventually succumb to the relentless march of time and nature.
After all these years, the real work finally begins today.
The assessment reveals significant deterioration. We're looking at extensive rust mitigation and structural work before addressing the engine components.
This is the only way in. Once the glass is breached, we can finally assess the interior condition.
Well, here we are. It's worse than I thought. This is going to take a lot of work.
The door gap tells a story of neglect. Yet, as the sunlight hits the debris, we transition from abandonment to the meticulous process of restoration.
The arrival of the heavy-duty recovery trailer marks the first major step in salvaging the derelict mixer from the rugged mountain terrain.
The recovery operation demands precision. The driver must carefully navigate the overgrown terrain to ensure a stable base for the heavy load.
Get that second hook on tight. We're ready for the pull. Watch the tension.
Power takeoff engaged. Establishing tension now, slow and steady.
The long journey down the mountain is nearly complete. From isolation to opportunity, the valley opens up before them.
After 12 long years out in the elements, the mixer is finally inside. This is where the real work begins.
We need to address the gearing mechanism first.
Agreed. We should use the overhead crane to stabilize the drum before disassembly.
What we have here is less a machine and more an archaeological site of mechanical failure. The contamination is total.
Watch the alignment. Hold it.
We're set. Clear to lift.
The latches are engaged and verified. We are secure for the lift. Make sure you secure that platform before you start spraying.
Already locked in. Hand me the nozzle.
As you can see, the undercarriage is in dire need of restoration. The frame rails show extensive rust, and the—
Come on. There we go. That finally broke free. Years of rust on this thing. All right, take a look at this corrosion. We need to document this systematically before we even think about the brakes.
We follow a strict sequence. Once the wheel is cut free, we inspect the foundation brake before moving on to the specialized rim cleaning.
With the wheels removed, we can now inspect the suspension components. The brake drums here show clear signs of contamination and wear.
This explains the smell. We've got major biological growth here, and the metal underneath is completely rusted through.
Moisture damage is evident on the frames, requiring extensive rust removal before the contaminated cushions can be addressed.
See the rust down here where the moisture accumulated? We need to patch this up before painting.
And the hinges are completely shot. We'll replace those entirely during the restoration.
Specialized tools are essential for these corroded fasteners. Once this is off, we can evaluate the inner structure.
Corrosion is a major issue on these older mixers. As you can see, the bolts are seized, requiring a generous amount of penetrating fluid before removal.
The inspection reveals comprehensive deterioration. These pivot bearings are seized solid within the corroded housings, and we've identified—
Engaging hoist. Steady on the north strap. Confirmed even distribution. Lift sequence commencing.
All hooks secured. Taking the tension now. Looks good, clear to lift.
Watch the clearance on the frame. Okay, set it down. All right, she's secure. Unhooking the straps now.
With the drum removed, the true condition is exposed. The frame rails show comprehensive rust and structural damage. We've sorted everything by function and location, right down to the hardware.
Deep cleaning begins with the pressure wash. The high-pressure stream blasts away years of corrosion, revealing the clean metal underneath. This is the first step in the restoration process.
Years of accumulated grime are blasted away, revealing the pristine metal underneath. As you can see, the cleaning exposes the critical failure points, like this corroded brake line and the cracked ball joint boot.
The scoring on these drums and the contaminated shoes confirm it. Add in the corroded wheel cylinders, and we're looking at a total system replacement.
The high-pressure stream reveals the original casting marks and identification data. We can also clearly see the extent of the dent damage from road debris and the blocked vent tube.
Pressure washing exposes the original casting surface. We scrutinize the hubs for wear, revealing past maintenance.
During this crucial dwell period, the chemical penetrates the rust and oxidation layers. This satisfying transformation shows the true potential hidden under layers of grime.
The soft bristles work deep into the recesses, lifting the embedded grime and revealing the vibrant yellow beneath.
This repeated rinsing guarantees a pristine surface, essential for successful inspection and repair.
This methodical, panel-by-panel approach ensures complete coverage, revealing the vibrant surface beneath the grime while documenting the progress.
We start by applying the chemical solution to the inner panel, then move to the window channels.
The cleaning reveals the extent of the damage. We're looking at significant rust perforation on the leading edge, and the insulation is shot.
Surprisingly, the roof shows minimal rust damage compared to the sides. However, the area around the antenna mount clearly requires attention during the repair phase.
The rust converter is brushed onto the severe corrosion. As it dwells, a chemical reaction occurs, turning.
This chemical treatment is crucial. It converts the remaining rust into a stable surface, neutralizing the corrosion. This is where the transformation begins, sanding away decades of rust to expose the raw steel underneath, a crucial step in restoration.
We start by mixing the body filler and hardener. The texture must be consistent before we apply it directly to the dented and rusted panels.
Proper surface preparation begins with careful masking. Then, the HVLP primer gun settings are verified to ensure.
The first primer coat is crucial. It covers the bare metal and body filler, ensuring a uniform surface for the top.
Reading confirmed. Surface quality meets specifications. We are good to go.
The fine grit sanding removes the orange peel texture, ensuring a perfectly level surface. This provides the
Base yellow is blended with the clear coat to achieve the perfect depth. We meticulously check the viscosity before comparing the color chip to the vehicle's original kit.
Here we see the full coverage base coat, ensuring a dramatic transformation and complete color restoration.
The key is the wet-on-wet application. We're building thickness now, ensuring a deep gloss and long-term UV protection for the color layer beneath.
We meticulously clean the battery tray and treat it for corrosion prevention before installing the new unit and protecting the terminals with an antioxidant compound.
We're just guiding the new belt onto the final pulley here. Now, release the tensioner lever to apply the proper tension.
We're ensuring operational readiness. Fresh oil, proper coolant concentration, and verified transmission fluid.
We're replacing the rusted lines with these new galvanized steel ones. Now watch the wheel cylinder installation, making sure the alignment is perfect before we mount the drum.
We carefully force the new grease through the rollers until it achieves complete coverage. This repacking is essential for this. After lubrication, the mounting machine precisely seats the tire over the rim. Compressed air is
Once aligned, we start the nuts by hand to prevent cross-threading. The impact wrench speeds up the process, but the final torque must be checked manually.
This crack here near the windshield needs attention.
Okay, noted. The rust converter did its job, and these new covers will go right on.
The key is getting the tension perfect here at the clips. That ensures proper alignment and lasting comfort for the driver.
The leather wrap is stretched and glued with proper tension, then stitched along the center line, creating this professional appearance.
After aligning the panel and torquing the bolts correctly,
We cycle the window to confirm the regulator is functioning smoothly before finalizing the seal.
Auxiliary power engaged, verified.
All switches operational. Looks like we're finished here.
Slowly, bring it down just a bit more. Easy.
Okay, we're aligned, securing the hydraulics now.
And we are locked in. Perfect fit.
Mirrors are calibrated. Seatbelt secure. The engine response is optimal. We're ready for verification.
After months of dedicated work, the transformation is complete. A true testament to patience and skill.
The restoration is complete. I think we did her justice. She's ready to go back to work.